am in Shirley, New York. I'm on Long Island. I'm at the Avalon Nature Preserve, and this farm is called Birdsfoot Farm. And they have a 23-foot by 52-foot Ceres greenhouse attached to a barn slash head house structure. This farm is just under 50 acres of a 300-acre nature preserve. And the farm's only, I think he said, 6 or 7 years old. The greenhouse was just finished last August of 2025, so it's not even a year old. They've used it now, they've had it through a winter, and this is their first winter, spring to use the greenhouse, so they're really just learning what the greenhouse can do and how to use it. It is the end of May 2026, and so the greenhouse is mostly cleared out at this point, but it has filled an acre of vegetable production over here and a half acre of flower production on the east side of the greenhouse. And it's wild to see how much production you can get with starts out of a Ceres greenhouse in the winter, early spring, to fill your outside gardens for farms or for just recreational use come spring and summer. And so we'll try and give you a feel for that here today.
So I'm Ryan, and I'm the farm manager at Birdsfoot Farm. And Birdsfoot Farm is part of Avalon Nature Preserve. The farm started production about 5 years ago. Each year we're setting things up and getting our systems in order. Our latest, biggest improvement is our greenhouse and our head house, which is attached to the greenhouse on the other side. And we produce cut flowers, vegetables, eggs, wool, meat chickens, fruits, honey, and the list goes on. The number one use of our Ceres greenhouse is for seedling production. We produce some tens of thousands of seed plugs every season, and we also use it for forcing certain flowers like tulips, ranunculus, anemone, hyacinth, lilies. We also use the greenhouse to cure our allium crops, our shallots, our onions, and our garlic. Mainly, we use it for seedling production. Mainly, our aim with any piece of equipment or infrastructure is to maximize its use, so it's the most valuable to us. And every day we can use the greenhouse to be producing or preparing or storing a crop is the best use of that structure. It turns out that at the time our allium crops are needing to be harvested and cured, our seedling production is a little on the slower side in the middle of summer. And that works very nicely because we clear out the greenhouse, we bring in our harvested allium, onions, garlic, shallots, and we set the greenhouse up to dry them rapidly. And what we can do is toggle the temperature settings so we can allow the greenhouse to get warmer than we would normally let it get with the fans circulating moist air, and we'll use our dehumidifier to suck the moisture out of the air at a quicker rate. And this cuts down on molds and bacteria from growing on our shallots and our onions, and it makes a much prettier product. This late winter and spring was so much more easy than our previous years producing seedlings. The consistency was off the charts, very reliable environment to grow our seedlings and force our flowers. And moving forward, we can learn how to best optimize the space. If we have production areas that we can fill out with other either beneficial or cash crop items, we'll start to grow more of those things. And additionally, we can use it as kind of like an educational space. Beginning this winter, we're going to offer classes which will be container planting during the winter months, and additionally wreath making courses inside the greenhouse. So during those times when our production is slower, late fall, for instance, the middle of winter, we can use that space for all sorts of different agricultural things.